So after a rocky start to the eThekwini Regional Conference, corruption-accused Zandile Gumede has now been re-elected as chairperson. In fact, she beat Thabani Nyawose yesterday to bag the top post. Gumede is facing fraud, corruption and money laundering charges relating to an irregular multi-million rand municipal waste tender. So will she step aside as per the party's resolution? Let's get you the latest on that, rather. We're joined by the ANC spokesperson in KZN, Nhlakanipho Ntombela, who joins us via our video link this morning. And Nhlakanipho, is it correct to say that Gumede has already indicated that she will indeed step aside in line with the party resolution?
Yes, we can confirm that the newly elected chairperson of the ANC in eThekwini, including the regional treasurer also, those two individuals are affected by the step-aside rule of the party, so they will not be taking over their responsibilities as the newly elected part of the collective leadership of the ANC in eThekwini.
How do we understand this as people on the outside who are trying to understand the inner workings of the governing party and of that particular region in KZN? I mean, we know that the step-aside rule doesn't preclude branches from nominating leaders to hold office, even if they are facing corruption charges, correct? But if indeed Gumede is going to step aside anyway, despite her election over the weekend, why go ahead and nominate her in the first place?
Well, it is a democratic right of the members to elect and nominate any member who is in good standing with his or her membership of the African National Congress in the position of authority in that particular moment in time. It so happened then that you'll recall that she, the former chairperson of the region was then dissolved after it could not go into conference in time. So the majority of the membership in the region still believed in her leadership and in her contribution in the organization. Hence, they gave her the second chance of leading the region again as a chairperson of the ANC in the region.
And that's despite the ANC president, Cyril Ramaphosa, having strong words for what unfolded, a very similar situation that unfolded in Mpumalanga last weekend in Nhlakanipho, with the election of Mandla Msibi, where he said we need to introspect about why we are even nominating leaders who are implicated with serious charges. And yet we sort of see a repeat of what happened in Mpumalanga in the eThekwini region.
Well, it is the unfortunate part you are facing. It is as an organization. It is the unfortunate situation they are facing as individuals in regard to these cases. Hopefully, the due process of the law will prove them innocent as they move along, because for the membership, after electing her, they have that belief that her case in a court of law will be proven otherwise, having taken more than 2, I think, if not 3 years, not rolling out in court for a variety of reasons. So that is because of the work, I believe, that she has done as a member and a leader at that level of an organization, where they thought that her contribution and the role they still value, and they still believe that it can make change in the organization, and now it can move forward.
The analysts who have weighed in on what unfolded in eThekwini are split depending on which side of the fence they're sitting on. Some are saying what unfolded in eThekwini signals the end of the road for the governing party in the build-up to 2024. Others have different takes on what unfolded over the weekend. Whichever way you look at it, it's going to have a significant impact on the provincial conference in July. I think at least that we can agree on.
Well, it's not going to have much of a greater impact on the provincial conference. The provincial conference of the ANC was scheduled for July, which is a standard program of the ANC in the province, as we are going for the national conference in December. how the members will view the organization at the provincial level is totally different from what they would have analyzed and perceived issues in eThekwini. They would be analyzing the ANC collective in the province. Did it perform as expected in executing their responsibilities of taking the organization forward, not only in government but as a party as a whole? Did we perform well in the last local government elections? If we did not, what was the cause thereof? Were this because of certain individual leaders or a broad collective organizational responsibility? There is a task we believe that our members will do a proper and significant assessment before they can make up their minds who will be best suited to lead the organization then moving forward.
But I mean, the eThekwini region we know is incredibly important, isn't it? Not only provincially, but certainly for the party as a whole. It's a serious gauge of what we can expect in provincial conferences and, as you say, in December as well.
Yes, by way of being the largest region, not only in the province but in the country, surely it has that significant role and a contribution to play. But as it moves toward that process of a provincial conference, the leaders we are mentioning will be on step aside. So it will be the collective of the branch leadership of more than 110 ANC branches in eThekwini who will be able to make that determination to say that how do we take the ANC forward. It will not be informed by who is leading them at that moment in time, who at this period and at that period of the provincial conference, she would still be on step aside, not taking part on any of the organizational activities, nor influencing and directing them in any way.
Nhlakanipho Ntombela, let me thank you for your time this morning on the AM report. The KZN ANC spokesperson weighing in on the election of Zandile Gumede in the eThekwini region. We know that she has already indicated that she will step aside in line with the party resolution.